The big ships came on a Tuesday. They blocked the sun and cast dark shadows over Earth's cities. People pointed up and took pictures with their phones until the strange weapons fired. Admiral Dusung watched from the command center of his ship. He smiled as the reports came in. Earth was falling quickly, just as he had predicted. "These humans are weak," he said to Commander Jaiho. "Their weapons cannot even scratch our ships." Commander Jaiho nodded. "The capture teams report good numbers. We will have many workers for the mines." The Vox had done this many times before. They would find a planet, attack fast, and take the people to work for them. Humans seemed perfect for hard work. They were strong enough to be useful, but not strong enough to fight back. Down on Earth, people ran as the smaller Vox ships landed in cities. Soldiers in metal suits stepped out and fired weapons that didn't kill but made people fall down, unable to move. The human armies tried to fight back. Their tanks and jets and bombs did nothing against the Vox shields. In just 3 days, most of Earth was under Vox control. Scientist Yunhee set up her lab in what had been a human hospital. She watched as the guards brought in humans for testing. "This one is healthy and strong," a guard said, pushing forward a man who glared at them. Yunhee scanned him with her tools. "Interesting. Their bodies can heal faster than most species we found. And look at how they keep trying to resist, even though they know they can't win." In the holding camps, the Vox sorted humans by size, strength, and skills. The big, strong ones would go to the mines. The smart ones would work in Vox factories. Some would grow food on farm planets. Captain Sunho walked through Holding Area 7, counting his prisoners. 500 humans sat in rows, wearing the gray work clothes the Vox had given them. They looked down at the floor, not talking. "They have accepted their place," Sunho told his guards. "These ones are ready for transport." But that night, something strange happened. Sunho was woken up by an alarm. He rushed to the holding area and found 20 empty spots where humans had been sitting. "How did they escape?" he shouted at the guards. "Sir, they didn't," a guard said, confused. "The doors were locked. The cameras showed nothing. They just disappeared." Sunho didn't believe it. He checked the cameras himself. The humans were there, and then they weren't. No doors opened. No alarms went off. He called Commander Jaiho. "We have a problem. Humans are missing." "Fix your counting," Jaiho said. "Humans can't just vanish." But the next night, it happened again. And not just in Sunho's holding area. Reports came in from 3 other camps around the world. Admiral Dusung called an emergency meeting. "What is happening?" he demanded. "How are they escaping?" No one had answers. The Vox checked their security, doubled their guards, and watched the humans more closely. For the first time, Dusung felt worried. In all the planets they had conquered, no species had ever done this before. "Perhaps," scientist Yunhee said quietly, "we don't understand humans as well as we think." Dosung didn't want to hear that. The Vox always won, always controlled, always understood. But as he looked at the reports of missing humans, a cold feeling grew inside him. Something was different this time. And the humans that remained in the camps had changed too. They didn't look scared anymore. Some of them were even smiling. 2 months passed since the Vox took over Earth. Their big ships had carried thousands of humans to planets far away. But something strange was happening. Every day, more humans went missing. General Hanbin slammed his fist on the table. The mining reports from planet Duro showed bad numbers again. "Where are they going?" he shouted. "How can 50 humans disappear from a locked mine?" The guard captain looked down. "Sir, we don't know. The doors stayed locked. The cameras saw nothing. They were just gone in the morning." This was happening everywhere now. On farm planets, in factories, on transport ships. Humans would be there during the night count, then gone by morning. No broken locks, no footprints, no signs of escape. Admiral Dusung called for scientist Yunhee. "Tell me what you know," he ordered. Yun-hee showed him her data pad. I've been studying the places where humans vanish. Each time, I find strange energy readings. Look here and here. She pointed to spikes on her charts. It's like they're stepping through a door we can't see. Do-sung frowned. That's not possible. No species can just disappear. Maybe they couldn't before, Yun-hee said quietly. But what if humans are changing? On the farm planet New Green, Overseer Minji noticed something odd in the fields. Strange marks were appearing in the dirt each morning. They looked like circles with lines through them. What do these mean? She asked a human worker. The man smiled slightly. It's nothing. Just pictures in the dirt. But Minji saw how the other humans looked at the marks. They seemed hopeful. That night, Minji stayed up watching the humans sleep in their locked rooms. At exactly midnight, she saw something that made her heart race. A human woman sat up in bed. The air around her seemed to ripple like water. Then, slowly, the woman began to fade. Within seconds, she was gone. Minji hit the alarm button, but by the time guards arrived, 7 more humans had vanished the same way. Commander Jaho traveled to 5 different planets trying to solve the mystery. On each world, he found the same thing. Guards who saw nothing, security systems that caught nothing, and fewer humans each day. He sent an urgent message to Admiral Do-sung. The disappearances follow a pattern, always at the darkest hour, always in groups of specific numbers. The Vox Council met to discuss the crisis. Over 30% of all captured humans were now gone. We should kill the rest, one council member suggested. No, said another. We need to understand how they're doing this. No species has ever escaped Vox control before. As they argued, a guard rushed in. Sirs, we just lost contact with Outpost 7. It's the biggest holding facility in the system. The council watched in shock as video from Outpost 7 appeared on the big screen. The camera showed empty rooms. No humans, no guards, just empty halls and strange marks drawn on the walls. And one message, written in the Vox language. We are not yours to take. Admiral Do-sung felt something he had never felt before. Fear. Back on Earth, in what had been a human city, Commander Jaho noticed something else that worried him. The humans who remained in captivity no longer looked scared. They watched the Vox with calm eyes. Some even smiled when guards walked by. It's like they're waiting for something, Jaho told Admiral Do-sung. That night, reports came in from across the galaxy. On every planet, on every ship, humans were disappearing faster than ever before. And strangely, the stars seemed dimmer than usual. 5 months after taking Earth, the Vox were scared. Most of the humans they had captured were gone. No one knew where they went or how they disappeared. Admiral Do-sung called an emergency meeting on the biggest Vox ship, the Victory Star. We must end this now, he told his officers. Kill all remaining humans before they all vanish. But it was too late. That very night, all across Vox space, the last humans disappeared. Every single one. At the exact same moment. Then something strange happened. Every Vox computer, on every ship and planet, showed the same message. We're coming home. Captain Sunho was on the Vox moon base when the alarms went off. The screens showed shadows moving through the halls. Then the cameras stopped working. Arm yourselves, Sunho shouted to his guards. But their weapons did nothing. The shadows moved through walls. They passed through doors like they weren't there. When Sunho woke up, he was alone. His entire crew was gone. Just gone. On the walls were strange marks, the same ones that had been seen on the farm planets. Admiral Do-sung received reports from all over. Vox soldiers were vanishing. Entire bases went silent. And always those strange marks left behind. Scientist Yun-hee worked day and night to understand what was happening. Finally, she found an answer. The humans have changed, she told Do-sung. They've learned to move partly out of our world, like stepping halfway into another place. That's why we can't touch them. That's why they can go through walls. How is this possible? Dusung asked. No species can change so fast. Humans can, Yunhee said. They adapted. When we took them from their home, their bodies found a way to fight back. Each time they disappeared, they were practicing, getting better at it. Just then, the lights on the Victory Star flickered. The ship shook. The doors to the command room opened, but no one was there. Or so it seemed at first. Slowly, like people walking out of fog, humans began to appear. Hundreds of them. They stepped through the walls, through the floor, through the ceiling. Some weren't fully solid. You could see through parts of them. A human woman stepped forward. Dusung recognized her. She had been one of the first humans tested in Yunhee's lab. We gave you a chance to leave us alone, she said. You didn't take it. The humans moved toward the Vox officers. They didn't run or shout. They walked calmly, their eyes cold. When they touched the Vox, something strange happened. The Vox began to fade, just like the humans had done before. They screamed as parts of their bodies became see-through, then disappeared completely. What are you doing to us? Dusung cried. Taking you halfway, the woman said. But unlike us, you can't find your way back. 3 days later, a small Vox ship arrived at Earth. Commander Jaiho, one of the few Vox left alive, came to talk peace. The humans had won. How? Jaiho asked the human leader. How did you do this? You pushed us. The human said simply. When people are pushed too far, they find new ways to fight. You thought you understood humans. You didn't. As Jaiho left Earth, he sent a message to all ships in the galaxy. Stay away from Earth. Humans are not what they seem. They can change. They can move through solid things. They can make you disappear. And from that day on, no alien race ever tried to take Earth again. The story of the Vox was a warning to all. Enslaving humans was supposed to be easy, until they went missing.